Hola, hola, chicos. Bienvenidos, bienvenidos. Okay, guys, so tonight we are going to be making a delicious chicken dish, and you'll get a hint as to what it's going to be here in a little bit. But before that, we're going to start with simmering our poblanos and getting them to where the skin is looking like this, because we are going to peel it off later. And then here I am working on limes for our lime water. I always start by cutting off either end and then cutting the limes in half. If there is a little bad spot, kind of like on this lime, I do make sure to cut that off, because sometimes like the flavor can be a little more bitter. Then I add all the halves of limes into a blender. And then what I'll usually do is we have a pitcher of water that's getting cold. So I'll take some of that water and put it in the blender with the limes. And then I'll add some sugar. You can use whichever sugar you like, and you can add however much you want. To your sweetness level, and then you just blend it all together. And then here we're straining it into the pitcher of water, and we like to blend our limes with the skin on because of the flavor. And then we do like to kind of mix it up and press to make sure all the water is getting out. Next, we're slicing up our onion, and we slice up about 3/4 of an onion, and then we'll put it in this big kind of pot with some oil and then some butter to start cooking and get that consistency that we want. Next, we're going to start on the sauce for our chicken. So we start with milk. You can use whichever milk you prefer. Media crema, we are choosing to use Lala, but again, you can choose to use whichever brand you prefer. Next, we'll add 1 cup of chicken broth. And then after that, I'm going to add 2 hefty teaspoons of this lemon pepper seasoning. So there's your hint for the chicken, guys. Next, I'm going to add a clove of garlic, a bit of onion, and then some pepper. And next, after that, I'm going to add a small teaspoon of Nor Suiza and then a little bit of salt. And after that, I'll put in 1/2 of a poblano, and we'll blend everything together so all those flavors can mix and blend together and be perfect for our sauce. And then after that, I started peeling the poblanos. So we did have to let them sweat, which makes the skin easier to peel off. And this is probably one of the most time-consuming things you'll have to do. But it can go pretty quickly if you cook them well, let them sweat well. Then in a pot with some oil, we add rice, we put in our butter, and then we start to mix everything together until all of the rice is evenly coated in oil, and we will let the butter melt. So we just keep stirring until that happens. And then once that's ready, we add in our water, and then we cover our rice and just leave it to cook. Next, I started cutting the poblanos kind of like you would if you were making rajas. Now, you don't have to cut them like this. You can cut them whichever way you prefer. Yeah, I did kind of scream there because some juice went directly up into my eye, and it kind of hurt for a second, and I was just kind of shocked by it. But yeah, so again, cut them out whichever way you prefer. Like I said, we prefer to do ours this way. If you prefer to kind of cube them instead, that's totally up to you. Next, we will add some more butter into that pot where we have our onions, and then we will add our poblanos on top of that and start mixing them around to get them all evenly coated in that butter. And once you do that, you can mix them and the onions together. Next, we're going to add our chicken, and we just add it right there into the pot to cook for a little bit. We ended up using the muslo, and so we're just putting all of them in here. Next, once it's been in there for a little bit and done and been on both sides, we add our sauce and let all of that start cooking together, and we'll mix it all up. Here we have it nice and boiling hot. It's almost ready to go, and we're just adding a little bit of lime on top just to kind of get that really good flavor in there and to garnish.
Hey guys, so tonight for dinner we are having a creamy lemon pepper chicken with cut up poblanos and rice, and we made our lemon pepper chicken a little bit Mexican style, and guys, it smells amazing.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.